Lucas, welcome to Fight Week. How you feeling coming in?
Feeling great. Feeling great. Obviously I've looked a little better. But yeah, I feel all right.
I know you and I have talked about this matchup, and one thing I really admire and respect about you is just being a fighter's fighter. I know right before this started, we were just talking about Bellator 300. Obviously, you got to take care of business this weekend. What does the rest of this year look like for you, though?
Um, you know, uh 300 particularly is a little close, but I would like to get another fight by the end of the year. 300, I didn't really specifically look at the date. I know it was just announced, but I imagine it's a little close for me to make weight again after this. So I'm assuming there's a 301 and a 302 and such things. I would like to get another fight by the end of the year. If not, then I'm looking into the next year. So
This is obviously a very stylistic matchup. What are you expecting on Friday night?
I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think there is no secret to his game plan and my game plan. I think there's no beating our way around that. But stylistically, I think as dangerous as this guy is, and as much as I respect his game and his style, I do believe, blueprint wise, it's the same. I'm seeing a lot of the same here. And I imagine his game plan is going to be the same as everybody else's has been. And not to be that guy, but looking at the track record of everyone else's way of going about it, it's not going well. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And he's cool. I ran into him last night on the treadmill actually. So I like that he's not a dick. We're probably gonna have a lot of fun and it'll be cool.
Hey, Lucas, Pat Dana from Combat Sports UK here. I just have one for you. What are some of the issues and problems you've ran into with being so young in a promotion filled with not old people, but older? It's a older sport. I'd say the average age is around 30 and you just turned 23. So just tell me some of the struggles there.
I don't know if you run into necessarily a lot of struggles being young. I don't know, but besides a lack of years of experience, right? Really, that's the only thing that you're losing there. But really, everyone's pretty welcoming as far as that goes. You just get told like to enjoy being young a lot. I guess all the old guys tell me that not to get old, but I feel old. I only look 23, bro. Like everything on the inside's expired, man. I'm struggling, but no, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's a lot of struggles. I just I get to enjoy it while I'm young, and no, I have no complaints here.
What's up, Lucas? I heard, and you just mentioned you had a friendly run-in with your opponent Weber Almeida in the gym, right on the treadmill this week. He's known to be one of the nicest guys, the happiest guys in the sport. Does it make it harder for you that his personality is making it harder to take the guy out, or does that all go out the window when the cage door shuts?
It doesn't make it hard, but it's at least cool. Like I like not having to beef with the dude all week because it's just a whole other thing, and like it's just cool that he's cool. I just went down to walk on the treadmill and he was down there and left me hanging for like a minute straight on a fist bump. Like he just went back to running. And I was like, please, like fucking and then but no, he was super cool and just like he's like, oh, I'm so happy to see you, brother. I always knew we were gonna fight, we were on a car together. I was like, he's good, I want to fight him. And it was like super cool. And I was like, all right, like fucking, I don't know if I was quite as ecstatic, but like, that's cool and all. So I don't know. Yeah, seems super respectful and I like not having beef all week. I want to be able to run into the guy and not like cause a commotion. We can just fucking go about our way,
In addition to being one of the nicest guys in the sport, I think he has some of the coolest videos on Instagram performing WWE like stunts, doing crazy gymnastic stuff, backflips and whatnot. If you were to come out on top this Friday, could we potentially see a victory backflip off the cage, Justin Gaethje style?
Nope, because I'd end up like Johnny Walker, right? Or he did the celebration afterwards and like dislocated his shoulder or some shit. Nah, dude, I can't flex too hard without like hurting my no, like get me to do a backflip, bro. You'll catch like I'll submit him and then just like throw my back out. Like, nah, that would look terrible.
We'll leave the backflips to Weber. You've been working with Austin Ford a lot, former striking coach at Glory MMA, now down in Texas with you guys at Next Gen. Is there a chance we might see some new look striking from you come Friday night?
Perhaps. I think, between every fight that I've had so far, especially recently, with Austin being added into the mix, my striking has done nothing but improve, as far as technically, but also just like on a comfortability level. My striking has improved a ton. But I enjoy the fact that I haven't had to display much of it at all. It's the less that I display per fight, the more that I've grown and not actually had to show. There's not a lot of film to watch. That's recent anyways. There's like bits of me standing on the feet for a while when I was like 18, which is like cool, but it's that shit doesn't even apply anymore. So no, it's a lot of fun, and my striking has been feeling amazing, and maybe you'll expect a little bit, but we'll leave that. We'll see on this weekend.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Lucas? Dylan Napoleon, New England MMA here. So we're here in South Dakota. I just want to hear how you've been enjoying it so far and what you think about this place.
I feel like there's a lead in to something with that, but I'm gonna let it run. I don't know. I like it. I like it here. I haven't done a whole lot of exploring, only because I don't want it to be worse than you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But no, it's been cool. It's been cool. Ran into some cool people. It's been all right. I haven't spent enough time here for me to like really hate it yet. But so far the only like big redeeming qualities is the fact that there's a Bellator this weekend. So
well, you mentioned it and compared the two, so I guess that's half the battle, right? All right. So you've been cornering Tim Elliott in some big UFC fights and other teammates too. What does coaching and being on that side of the sport have to do, and how does that help you as an actual fighter?
It's cool to be able to observe this sort of thing and be on the other side of it, in the sense that I'm not the one that has to perform that weekend. It takes a lot of stress off of you to enjoy the fight week much more, as opposed to right now where like I do enjoy the fight week, but like clearly I could be enjoying it a little bit more. I look like a skeleton right now, so there's definitely things I could be enjoying a little bit more, where I think if you're someone cornering, right, I get to enjoy the fight week a little bit more, and you're definitely more on like I get to yell in the corner and things like that, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to see it from the outside, and it's it's still a real like surreal experience, but it's just different. It takes a lot of weight off you, and there's nerves involved because that's one of your buddies, that's someone you've been training with, and me and Tim have trained a lot this year, and that dude's a freak, man. I don't know. Man, I don't even know if I could talk about some of the things that dude's like on here right now. Like that dude is insane. Love him to death. Love him to death. But like he is brawling every day in the gym. Man, woman, child, doesn't matter, dude. Like equal rights, equal lefts. That dude is crazy with everybody and has been an awesome teammate. And just like getting able to corner my guys, is a lot of fun because I like to think that I've been able to play a major part just training with them a lot, being in their camps a lot, trying to be their guy for a while, so I enjoy seeing it pay off in a big way, when they win.
And last one from me, you just kind of touched on it. The team there at Next Gen, leveling up win after win, been looking great across the board. Would you consider right now the prime of the gym?
I think it gets better. I think it's been great right now. But I think it does nothing but improve. We have a great room of guys. We have guys that haven't even fought yet that I think are tremendous, that are just animals. And then, on top of the guys that have been fighting, guys that I think should be on cards with me right now. No, there are some killers in that room. And no, I think we're in a great spot right now, but the ceiling is significantly higher.
Thank you.
Marty.
Hey, Lucas. Obviously, we know that where your strengths lie. Obviously, you're a first degree in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What decision, whose decision is it when it comes down to formulating your game plan for a guy like Weber? And what do you have in store for him this Friday?
I leave the formulating of the game plan more or less up to my coaches, in the fact that, I do watch some of the guy. I observe some of his fights, but I don't go crazy into watching the film a lot. I try not to obsess over it because I still intend on implementing my style and my game plan. And I think overthinking and overwatching the guy creates a way of I'm now formulating myself around this person, which is not really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to impose, my skills and my being upon this other person. So, I leave game plan formulating to my coaches. They're going to watch the guy. They're going to watch his striking. They're going to watch his wrestling. They're going to watch his jiu-jitsu, or in my case, lack thereof, right? And, play around with those details. And, my coaches will formulate a way for me, and I can have my input in on that, right? But they, for the most part, are the like all saying group on that. Sweet. All right.